Hi. There's some kind of change coming over me lately. I don't know, like the symptoms are always changing but I feel a lot quieter and even more withdrawn the past few weeks. I don't know what that is. I don't know what's going on. I've stopped CPAP again because I just can't take it anymore, and I think I pee less during the night with CPAP. I can sleep longer without getting up to pee. I can have longer stints of sleep, so I do sleep better without CPAP. But I'm sleeping with lower oxygen for longer amounts of time, type of thing. So, I woke up today. I couldn't feel both my hands. I'm laying there. I can't feel either of my hands. My oxygen is low. I can feel it because my head feels funny, lightheaded, and tinnitus happening, and I don't know, like I feel terrible with CPAP and I feel terrible without CPAP in different ways. I think I feel when I don't wear CPAP to sleep, I think I feel more grounded. I think I feel, just better all around. Except I feel like I'm dying. I'm so exhausted, and this is hard on the heart and lungs and brain with low oxygen. What is that? That's what I walked over to see. What is that? Part of someone's kitchen? It's real wood. It's a nice piece of real wood. Huh, I wonder what that used to be. It looks like it could be a nice cutting board if somebody fixed it up. Yeah, I don't know. I also feel like my fight or flight is coming down a bit more. But low quality of life, right? So I've been on LDN. This will be, how many days is it? Is this day 5? And I've got to try to monitor, because when you're by yourself, things can slowly be getting worse or slowly be getting better, and you don't even notice, because you forget that you're monitoring something, or you know what I mean. I think I'm having less pain at night. The muscle weakness is a big problem, and I don't know if LDN could help with that. So anyways, I stayed at the 0.1. I asked some people. Someone said to me they're lowering their dose to 0.01. I said, how on earth are you going to measure that out? How are you going to do that? They must be paying somebody to... I tried that with, the Zopiclone. It was insane how I could not get off of it. This person is titrating up. Titrating up from nothing. She will be titrating that small, though. But you'd think, God, if you can't tolerate a drug to that degree, then maybe you shouldn't be on it, but who knows? And you know what my big question is? If it's this hard to tolerate it and get on it, is it going to be life-threatening for me to get off of it? Because I put this drug in my mouth, and it's like swallowing poison that I'm trying to tolerate. And that's okay if it's going to be really, really, really beneficial. But you know what? I don't know. That might be an indication that it might be one hell of a drug to try to get off of. It's not a narcotic or anything. I don't even know what it is. I think it's to help at a high dose, at a normal high dose. Like I'm on a micro dose, right? At a normal high dose, it's a completely different drug. It's I think it's what's used. No, it's not used for opioid overdoses. I forget what it's used for. Anyways, I don't even know. But I wonder if I might be in deep, deep, deep trouble trying to, if I get on it for a while, I might be in big trouble trying to get off of it. Let's try to cross here. You know what I mean? I was going to ask the medication withdrawal people, I don't know who that even means, but go into a group. But then, you know, medication injured people are terrified of everything generally, all drugs. My sinuses are sure hurt, but they're hurting a lot less than wearing the CPAP. I don't know. I'm tired. I'm so tired of this. I'm so tired of monitoring, you know, caretaking all this medical crap. I'm sick to death of it. I'm so tired of it. You know, I went in to doctors years ago, decades ago, for help with sleep and anxiety, and it just turned into like a decades-long shit show. And it's just, I'm managing injuries. I'm managing, you know, all these medical injuries and whatever else is happening. The Chiari, I don't know. So tired of it all, you know. Do you ever just want to run away, escape? I feel like packing my bags and running, but I can't run from this body, you know. I wish I could pack a bag and run, move, escape. I lay in bed thinking, I'm done. This has to stop. I'm gonna wake up tomorrow. I need a new life. And you know, you can't just change your attitude. You can't just, you know. You can't change your attitude when you're severely sleep deprived and pretend that you're okay when you're not. Wish there was a way out of this somehow. I'm just so tired of all this crap, all these medical issues.